Turkey has erupted in protests and will have major consequences for the U.S. and the rest of the world. Welcome to America Uncovered. I'm Chris Chappell, back from an unfortunate incident where I got trapped by the witch in the wardrobe after being tempted with Turkish delights. Anyway, Turkey is in the midst of chaos, as hundreds of thousands of people have taken to the streets in protest.
Police used water cannon, pepper spray and rubber bullets to disperse thousands of demonstrators in Ankara and Istanbul.
Chanting slogans and holding banners, Turkish youth again took to the streets of Istanbul, defying a protest ban.
They're protesting a protest ban? Here's my shocked Pikachu face. Speaking of, leading the charge is none other than Pikachu. And boy, I bet the police wish they could have caught this Pokemon. He's been spotted on the streets, taken social media by storm. Lightning Storm, specifically, since he's an electric-type Pokemon. Pikachu is now the new symbol of defiance. Look at him use Dash with those stubby little legs. So why on earth is Pikachu protesting, and what implications, if any, does this have for the U.S.? Well, recently there's been a widening crackdown on the Republican People's Party, or CHP. This is the opposition party to Turkish President Erdogan. Huge protests erupted after Erdogan's rival, the mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu, was arrested on multiple charges, including getting involved in corruption and supporting terrorism, which coincidentally happened on the day the CHP nominated him to run for president in the upcoming 2028 election. Funny how that worked out, isn't it? Real funny. It also happened just after his alma mater revoked his diploma, which blocks him from running in Turkey's election, since the Turkish constitution requires that a president must have completed higher education. Wow, a second real funny coincidence. What are the odds? Many believe that İmamoğlu's arrest was actually politically motivated to keep Erdogan in power, while many others know his arrest was politically motivated. After all, some opinion polls have indicated that İmamoğlu could defeat Erdogan if he ran for president, which is shocking that many people were brave enough to express that opinion. Because Erdogan, who sounds like a lame new-gen dragon-type Pokemon, has been consolidating power since 2003 as prime minister and then president. But now a lot of people think it's high time for someone new.
We're here because of the mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu. But after everyone realized how bad country's situation is, because of the economy, inflation, and because of the justice, because of the femicides, because of a lot of things. We have a lot of problems about our country.
When confronted with the fact his citizens were this unhappy, Erdogan vowed to work harder and come up with creative solutions. Just kidding. Turkey is now cracking down on the news with the broadcast ban and detaining nearly 2,000 people, including journalists. Because if you just get rid of the critics, then all the problems go away. Not even foreign journalists or photographers are safe. All this could mean only one thing. We should blame Trump. He's bringing in the new authoritarian age. Yes, Trump is to blame. He's a trendsetter. How else do you explain Boris Johnson's haircut? According to the New York Times, it might even be easier now for Erdogan to crack down on his rivals thanks to the far right and Trump. We all know Trump inspires wannabe authoritarians everywhere. My least favorite wannabe since the Spice Girls. No, I don't really want to zig-a-say-ah. And after all, Trump said Erdogan was a good leader while the protests were happening. Foreign Affairs likewise says Trump has emboldened Erdogan. According to the Financial Times, Trump's America is now more aligned with the likes of Turkey, Russia, and China than the West. The New Yorker says it's like Erdogan and Trump are working from the same playbook. Though I'm not sure if that playbook is the art of the deal or the God Bless the USA Bible. The only Bible endorsed by President Trump. So yes, the response from the media to protesters in Turkey fighting a dictator is to make it about them and how they're also fighting a dictator as well as free media exercising their freedom of speech in a free country and not getting arrested for it. So what actually is Trump's relationship with Erdogan and Turkey? During Trump's first term in office, Turkey was not happy with the U.S. arming Kurdish fighters in Syria. It also wasn't happy with Trump when he said extraditing a prominent Turkish cleric was not under consideration. The cleric was accused of being involved in a failed 2016 Turkish coup attempt. Trump, meanwhile, was not happy with Turkey detaining American pastor Andrew Brunson and for attacking Kurdish forces after U.S. troops withdrew. Trump threatened, in his great and unmatched wisdom, to totally destroy and obliterate Turkey's economy. You know, like a real cozy pal would do. So he imposed sanctions, halted a $100 billion trade deal with Turkey, and raised steel tariffs to 50%. So not exactly a smooth relationship. But it seems more recently, both the U.S. and Turkey want to move on from the past. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Turkey's a NATO ally. We would like to cooperate with them in Syria and other places, which includes Ukraine. Turkey, which criticized the U.S. not long ago, has now taken a more cordial tone. Why? Well, it wants sanctions lifted, particularly on U.S. defense equipment. Oh, so Erdogan's trying to butter up Trump. I guess Turkey's become a real butterball. But is any of this a good idea? On the one hand, Turkey is in a position to help the U.S. Turkey could play a role in resolving Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which Trump wants done ASAP. One way it can do that is by playing a mediating role between NATO and Russia, two relationships that Turkey has been carefully balancing. It also has a lot of influence in Syria and the Middle East, which has drastically changed with the fall of the Assad regime in Syria and the rise of a new transitional Islamist government. Turkey remains a mostly secular regime in an increasingly Islamist region. But in many ways, Turkey and the U.S. do not share values. Turkey has threatened to invade Israel. It's partnered with Hamas and is helping Iran sell oil, dodging U.S. sanctions so they can get cash to Hezbollah terrorists. And Erdogan accused the mayor of being involved in terrorism. Funny. Plus, Turkey doesn't exactly get on great with a lot of its European neighbors. But then again, that's not something the U.S. has in common with Turkey. I'm starting to think the Middle East is a complicated place with no easy answers or alliances, is what I would say if I didn't have the simple solution. Erdogan conveniently made his main rival, the mayor of Istanbul, disappear. Well, check out what the American Orthodox Archbishop just said about Trump.
You remind me of the great Roman Emperor, Constantine the Great.
You know what that means? Trump is going to take back Constantinople, baby! That's just what the Middle East needs, another crusade. But what do you think? How should Trump handle Turkey? Leave your comments below. And please, keep us here at America Uncovered in Turkish delights so we can keep bringing episodes like this to you. Subscribe to our new premium website, AmericaUncovered.tv, and you'll also get exclusive content, live streams, and more. Just click on this button that's been on the screen. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thank you for watching America Uncovered.